overturned sodomy laws still being used against gay men. The U.S. Supreme Court declared all sodomy laws as unconstitutional in 2003 in the case of Lawrence v. Texas. However, South Carolina, Mississippi, and Idaho all require people who were convicted of sodomy before then to register as sex offenders, even if they move to another of those 3 states. Now, a man publicly identified as John Doe is suing South Carolina for requiring him to register as a sex offender after his 2001 sodomy arrest for having consensual sex with another man. His case is just the latest example of how anti-sodomy laws continue to harm queer people. Doe's lawsuit, filed on December 22nd, says that the requirement violates his 14th Amendment constitutional rights to due process and equal protection under the law. Registering as a sex offender has harmed Doe's life, he said. The registry is public and requires a person to, quote, report to the sheriff's office twice a year and provide detailed information about his residence, his employment status, and every online account he has, in addition to copies of his fingerprints and palm prints. Goodness, this is just the consequences of something, of the homophobia and the sexism that's written, all of the isms that are written into our laws that still remain. I should note, in the Florida legislature, since we're based out of Florida here, that remains a law, not the sex offender, but that is the anti-sodomy law remains in our state law. It has a consequence, and it has an impact on the way that we understand ourselves, and certainly obviously on people's everyday lives. It's unacceptable. I can't wait to see how we have to support his case. That is, the work he's doing is for all of us.
Yeah, most definitely. This is always the good old boy network doing things. When something gets overthrown, okay, let's find another way just to still make it difficult. Yeah. Still make, it's the same thing with voting rights. It never stops, and you always got to keep on fighting. And that's one thing we got to always learn. Just because you win one case, yeah, you always have to be vigilant, and you always have to fight and fight and fight. And then if you don't, you're going to start losing stuff again. And we just got to keep fighting.
Well, and you guys just blew me away. Julito, I didn't know that was still on the books here in South Florida. I didn't know that the sodomy laws were still on there. So, gay boys, I'm talking to you, all right? Get that ID from that young little twink that you're about to have consensual sex with, because you never know what might happen.
I guess I'm not going to be moving anytime soon to South Carolina, Mississippi, or Idaho. Like most people here in South Florida, this law is ridiculous. Yeah. Mm-hmm.
LGBTQ+ news is vital for our community and for the broader world as a whole. We have enough enemies at Fox News. Tucker, Sean, and Laura are loud. We need passionate allies. Happening Out television network, Queer News Tonight, and It's Happening Out are literally out of the closet and into the headlines. Our community needs your support. Like this broadcast and subscribe now to ensure the growth of the entire LGBTQ+